long before Earth existed. Long before the first star ever shined, the entire universe was smaller than an atom. According to data from the Planck satellite and WMAP, the universe began 13.8 billion years ago with the Big Bang, not an explosion, a rapid expansion of space itself. Temperatures exceeded 1 trillion degrees, gravity, electromagnetism, and nuclear forces separated particles like quarks and electrons appeared. This era is studied through particle physics, especially experiments at CERN's Large Hadron Collider, which recreate conditions microseconds after the Big Bang. There were no stars, no galaxies, no light, only energy and fundamental particles. 2. The first light 380,000 years after the Big Bang. As the universe expanded, it cooled. At 380,000 years, electrons finally combined with protons to form atoms. For the first time, light could move freely. This moment created the cosmic microwave background, discovered accidentally in 1965 by Arno Penzias and Robert Wilson, who later won the Nobel Prize. The CMB is the oldest light we can see. It proves the universe began in a hot, dense state. 3. The Dark Ages, 380,000 to 150 million years after the first light. Everything went dark. The universe was filled with hydrogen, helium, nothing else. No stars had formed. No planets, no life. This era is known as the Cosmic Dark Ages. Astronomers study it using infrared and radio telescopes, including data from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, which is now observing early galaxies forming out of this darkness. During this time, gravity slowly gathered atoms into larger and larger clouds. Something enormous was about to happen, for the first stars ignite 150 to 300 million years. Around 150 to 300 million years after the Big Bang, the universe changed forever. Hydrogen clouds collapsed under gravity. The first stars, called population 3 stars, were born. We have never directly seen one. They died long before our time, but their existence is confirmed by chemical fingerprints in ancient stars. One example is the ancient star SMSSJ 03136778. Discovered in 2014, its chemistry proves it formed from gas enriched by one of the very first supernova. These early stars created the first heavy elements and the essential ingredients of life. 5. The first galaxies formed 300–500 million years as more stars formed. Gravity pulled them into clusters. These clusters grew into the first particles. The James Webb Space Telescope has observed galaxies such as GLAS SC13 formed about 300 million years after the Big Bang. GNC11 formed about 400 million years after the Big Bang. These are among the earliest galaxies ever discovered. They were small, chaotic, and violent. Stars formed and died incredibly quickly. Supernova explosions reshaped everything around them. This period created the first large-scale structures in the universe. 6. The universe becomes transparent 1 billion years by 1 billion years. Radiation from early stars cleared the fog of hydrogen gas. This period is called cosmic reionization. Observations of quasar light spectra measured by telescopes like Keck and Hubble, measurements of early galaxies by JWST. This is the moment the modern universe began. Everything was changing faster than at any other time. 7. The rise of heavy elements 1 to 5 billion years. As generations of stars lived and died, space filled with heavier elements, supernova, neutron star collisions, and stellar winds created. These elements are found in meteorites such as the Allende meteorite, which contains grains older than the solar system itself. Life as we know it cannot exist without these elements, but at this point, life was still billions of years away. The universe was preparing its raw materials. 8. The formation of the Milky Way around 13 billion years ago. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, began forming around 13 billion years ago based on studies of its oldest star clusters. It grew by merging with smaller galaxies, a process confirmed by Gaia spacecraft data mapping of stellar motions, analysis of ancient stars. One major merger, the Gaia-Sausage-Enceladus event, reshaped the galaxy around 10 billion years ago. Our sun did not yet exist, Earth did not exist, but the cosmic neighborhood that would eventually create us was forming piece by piece. 9. A stable universe emerges 5 to 9 billion years ago. During this era, galaxies matured, star formation peaked, supernova-enriched space. Clusters of galaxies formed. Surveys like the Sloan Digital Sky Survey (SDSS) show the universe forming a web-like structure. Dense clusters, long filaments, vast empty voids. This giant cosmic architecture became the stage for everything that followed. The Sun and Earth are born 4.6 billion years ago. Finally, about 4.6 billion years ago, in a spiral arm of the Milky Way, a giant cloud of gas collapsed. A star ignited our sun. Around it, dust and rocks glued together into planets. Earth formed 4.54 billion years ago, confirmed through radiometric dating of meteorites. Only then did the universe create a world where life could begin. But that is another story. The universe existed for over 9 billion years before life had a chance to begin. Every atom in your body, every breath you take, comes from stars that lived and died long before Earth was born. In a way, life is simply the universe learning to know itself.